Welcome. My name is Juan Jose Gomez. I am from Colombia. I study microbiology in the Pontificia Universidad Javeriana. And today I'm going to talk about one of the interactions that is called Amensalism. So, we're going to start. I'm going to make a quick introduction for you to understand what is biodiversity and the network of life. So, the biodiversity refers to a wide variety of living beings on the planet, and it's also a dynamic system that is constantly evolving. If we don't have biodiversity, this world will never be like we have now. And we have a lot of different species that interact between them that make the world much better. It's also a combination of biological processes that sustain the life on Earth, and it's important that uh, because if all the species wouldn't evolve to be like this is like it's now. So, uh, what is the network of life? The network of life it refers to a network that it's formed uh, by a complex interactions that are that interactions are between different species. And if we don't have those interactions, the different species will be extinct, or some of them will be predators for not only one species or two. There will be like for four or five or 10 different kinds of uh, species. There is a lot of more interactions of life. They are predation, competition, amensalism, mutualism, symbiosis, and parasitisms. All these cases are involved in reciprocal effects for the interaction species. That means that all the different relationships are very important for the develop of the different species. And what would happen without the interaction between species? I'm going to read what I propose, and after that, I'm going to uh, explain a little bit more. The extinction of interaction can cause the loss of important ecological functions, such as pollination, seed dispersal, which are crucial for the regeneration and well, the regeneration of the forest and the persistence of the ecosystems. That is important because if we don't have pollination, um, we don't have fruits or vegetables, and if we don't have seed dispersals, we can't grow tomatoes. A lot of fruits and vegetables that are important for our development in our lives. So, what is amensalism? The amensalism is an association between organisms of two different species where one of them benefits from the other without affecting it, or both are affected. So, uh, what does it mean? It means that the two species are in the same environment, but one of them benefits from the other without making harm the other. How is that? Uh, this relationship is divided into types: competition and antibiosis. The competition is the struggle between two microorganisms to obtain vital resources for their substance. And the other is the antibiosis, that it's an organism produce different metabolites that inhibit or are toxic to the other nervous species, and that metabolite produce a microbiostatic or microbiocidal effect to the other. One of the examples are the Arposporius versus Pacelomyces varioti. If you see, in here we have the Arposporius. It's a fungus that have a metabolite that exude, and the other in here, that is the Pacelomyces, it can pass the circle that you see here, because in there is a toxin that the Pacelomyces, if he passes it, he could be affected in different ways. What is this circle? The circle is where the Arposporius it's absorbing nutrients from the environment, and he with the exudate of that metabolite he can be steady, and he can stay there, because the other will not be able to pass him. So the next example is the penicillium. The penicillium have a metabolite that is called penicillin, that it's a antibiotic. It's a broad spectrum antibiotic. It means that it affects to gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. That metabolite inhibits the growth of bacteria around it. So in here, the penicillium inhibit the growth of different bacteria around him. And this metabolite, it's very important because we consume it, and when we are sick of different bacteria, the doctor give us the penicillin. And the last example, it's the probiotics. The probiotics are very important in our gastrointestinal tract, because they are friendly bacteria that it's capable of dismissing adhesion from other enteropathogenic or enterotoxigenic E. coli. The coli is a bacteria that cause diarrhea, meningitis, a lot of problems in the human body. So the bifidobacterium are isolated from feces of healthy children, and they are capable of produce the adhesine. And for the last, I'm going to tell you 5 words that I learned in this project. The antibiosis is an organism that produce inhibitory or toxic substance for nervous species and producing microbiostatic or microbiocidal effects. And some fungus use antibiosis to destroy other microorganisms. The next word is yeast. Yeast are eukaryotic single-celled microorganisms classified as members of the fungus kingdom. And the phrase is, the beer is made with yeast. It's interesting. Probiotics are microorganisms that are claimed to provide health benefits when it's consumed. And the phrase is, children must consume probiotics for a better development. The next word, it's compete. Competition is, in general, a contest of rivalry between 2 or more entities, organisms, animals, individuals, economic groups or social groups, etc. For territory, for scarce resources, goods, for mates, for prestige, recognition, for awards, or for groups or social status, or for leadership and profit. And the last one, the phrase is, to compete in the Olympics you have to be the best on something in your country. And the last one is undertake. Promise. Undertake, it means promises to do something or start to do a project. And the phrase is, it's important to undertake this project, it's going to be the future. Well, this is all for Amensalism. I hope that you enjoy the subject. It's very interesting. It's It's very important in the life of the world, and we have uh, to know about this, because this cause that this cause this relationship cause that we are living now, because without all the evolved species, this world will be doomed. So thanks for everything, and see you.